They resumed their attack after 10 minutes of resupplying and rest. The automatons threw everything they had at the Helldivers, but they didn't buckle under the pressure. The new recruits were inspired by the Creek Divers as they shown that a single Helldiver has the strength of an army as they dismantle bot after bot. Galloway was among the squads recording the battle, sending the footage directly to the Federation of Super-Earth. The battle was fierce. The Helldivers showed unwavering resolve, and the bots paid for every Helldiver with every ounce of oil. The Helldivers were given 24 hours to retake the creek. They did it in 5 hours. It took the Helldivers 5 hours to destroy the automatons. Jaune and his Helldivers returned back to their destroyers in triumph. After claiming Malevelon, the Helldivers were recalled back to Super-Earth. Jaune reminded the Ministry that he was carrying non-citizens aboard his ship, and they said it would be a good start to show others how their society stands in comparison to their contemporaries. He told his friends to exercise proper decorum while in Super-Earth, as any signs of improper behavior is penalized. Hira. Jaune, look after everything. I'm sorry for questioning your decisions, but you matter to other people too. You're family to this team.
Nora. Yeah.
Without fearless leader, JNPR wouldn't be the same without the J. Rin, I have to say I am proud to have you as a leader, Jaune. I don't know if we could have made it out of that place without you, even during initiation. Jaune, thank you. All of you. Ruby, so Jaune, we are going back to Beacon? Jaune, for now I am recalled. I am ordered to go back with you all, but the Ministry needs us for something, and they haven't informed of me what yet. The SES Wings of Freedom along with the rest of the fleet returned to Super-Earth's capital. Once docked, the Beacon crew were given an SEF escorts as important guests from the commander, who retook Malevelon. The kids were in awe at the sights. Jaune excuses himself as he reports into the ministries for whatever the Federation has in plan. Later, Team RWBY and PNR were all going sightseeing, looking at the stores, restaurants, and conversing with some of the people, learning more of Super-Earth's culture. It was quiet, so quiet. Unknown to them that an announcement was given to give a moment of silence to show respect to the fallen Helldivers during the war on Malevelon Creek. Then suddenly loud music was being played on loudspeakers as teams RWBY and PNR went out into the streets to see Helldivers marching. Blake asked around at what was happening as she was able to ask a citizen. Citizen, the Ministry of Truth declared victory against the automaton menace that recently showed up in MT Glen. Citizen 2, look. It's the Creek Divers. They all looked towards the line, seeing Jaune, Carden, Sun, Neptune, and the 5 Helldivers who survived the first wave at Malevelon up front and leading the Helldivers. Hira. They sure are well practiced. Citizen 3. No, they are united. Some Helldivers never knew each other, but the fights brought them closer together. Citizen 4. The fact that they don't need to rehearse this march is just telling. Young. Man, Jaune is a war hero. That's the first time I heard of in years. Weiss. Most veterans don't speak of their time in war. I know some people like that. Blake. The Great War and the Faunus War were the only time the kingdoms were at war. Oblek. Correct, Miss Belladonna. This is an important part of history, as humans and Faunus have finally set aside their differences and come together. This could be the template for the others to follow. Nora. For liberty. Citizen, yeah. Friend. Looks like Nora found a place she could be welcomed. Although we have to keep her from disturbing the peace. Hira, this is such a culture shock for some of us. Weiss, you got that right, Ruby? Ruby had stars in her eyes as she looked at the Helldivers marching, especially her childhood hero. Thus, on April 3rd was dubbed the Malevelon Creek Memorial Day. The Beacon crew were dumbfounded at the amount of cheers, as never in the history of Remnant has any one person was given such appreciation. This event had 3 purposes as it was being broadcasted all over Remnant. 1. To celebrate the heroes of Malevelon and massively boost morale. 2. Show the kingdoms what the Federation stands for: freedom and liberty. 3. A message to the Federation's possible enemies that they are ready and they are dedicated. Freedom, liberty, and more importantly, unity. These are the principles the Federation stands for. Many of the people were either impressed or labeled them as projecting like a certain other kingdom. But that was dismissed when it was stated this parade was for the veterans that survived and not bragging over a certain new product. Jaune and the Helldivers stopped at one big stone slab in the center of the city. It was there the names of the 5,000 Helldivers were inscribed, where they are immortalized for years to come. The Helldivers salute the fallen. It was a great day to be a citizen of the Federation. Meanwhile, Atlas Council Chambers. Councilman 1. To think that some of their so-called citizens came from us. Councilwoman. Maybe we should befriend them. Councilman 2. I say we at those upstarts their place. We are the strongest military presence of Remnant, not them. Councilwoman. Listen, maybe we can make a deal. Councilman 1. Why? They're just a small amount of our population. Ironwood. You forget that the Faunus gave Mantle a beating during the war. They were few in number 2. But they're the reason why our army is half automated. Councilman 3. Maybe we could scavenge those automatons, that's what they called them. We can go to that Malevelon Creek and take the remains and upgrade our kingdom. Ironwood. An interesting idea. But I won't go to war with a nation that didn't do us any wrong. Councilwoman. It's as the general said, we are at a time of peace. Councilwoman 2. Peace is Judy, the preparation for the next war. Ironwood. I will not commit my men to a pointless war. Councilman. Then we'll cast a vote. Councilman 2. Why are you so insistent with this? Councilman 3. If we win, not only will we catapult our civilization ahead of the rest, we will receive backing from our kingdom's richest. It's a win-win. Ironwood. I won't trade the lives of our soldiers for cold, hard cash. Councilman. That's not up to you. Then another councilman chimed in. Jacques. Think of all we could do with their technology in more competent hands. Ironwood glared at the opportunist. And a vote was cast, ending with 5-4. War was their income, and they were still arguing. Meanwhile, outside the kingdom of Atlas, a mound of snow suddenly moved as the snow was shaken off of something. Suddenly the Grimm were moving away from the area.